There are tons of week of workouts videos out there, but what happens when you're just a regular person with a desk job and London's winter hits? Rain every day, dark by 4 p.m, that's been my reality. I'm a software engineer, which means long sedentary periods on the computer coding at home. You're probably picturing this. Insert some hacker clip. But really, it looks more like this. And honestly, when the weather makes you want to curl up, binge Netflix, and hibernate, the real challenge begins. This week, I filmed exactly how I adapted my workouts when the weather was not on my side. Let's get into it. Work's done. I am so tired and barely functioning, but it is raining mad heavy outside. So I've dusted off the cobwebs of this old bike, and I've decided it's going to be an indoor cardio workout as opposed to my usual calisthenics tonight. Here in a bikini on my bike because it was pouring down raining in London. Normally I go for a long walk after work, but it's getting dark now, so yeah, decided to just be on my bike in my bikini because I am sweating, even though it's quite cold today. I started off doing zone 2, watching a YouTube video. And then the last 10 minutes I've just been sending it, listening to music with a good beat on. But yeah, catch you later. Working my abs today, and that wouldn't be complete without my favourite ab exercise, toes to bar. If you don't know now, you know, but you're probably sick of me saying that if you're used to watching my videos. I'd eaten a massive few meals. It's late in the day after a long day at work, and this exercise just really makes your abs pop. It's fantastic. You can modify it slightly by bending your legs as your toes touch the bar, or you can make it harder for yourself by keeping your legs straight. And then I do what are called ice screams. I think they're called ice screams in calisthenics, where you do a pull up and then you sort of tip backwards into a tuck and make your way back down again. You can hold the ice cream or the tuck, if you will, to work on your back muscles and make it a static movement, and that's also useful. This session I focus more on calisthenics mobility as opposed to strength. So this move that you're watching is called a skin the cat. That's how I get over the bar, don't ask. And you put your legs over and essentially want to work on your shoulder strength and mobility. So you can see I go down or roll down as much as I can, and it's not that much. But I will get better at it if I practice it. I just got to practice it. And then when you scrunch yourself back over the bar, this is working your abs. And at the moment I have to bend my legs quite a lot because I just don't have that shoulder mobility. So in the second rep, when I go down, I try to push to the maximum, and that means that I roll back again and I have to drop. I spend the last 20 minutes of my 1 hour calisthenics session doing handstands on the floor. If you've seen in my last workouts, I've been using the parallettes quite a bit, so I just want to make sure I can still hold my handstands on the floor. They feel a bit weird on the floor now. But anyway, I carry on, and practice makes perfect. Hey, have to get changed. I'm not going to have a shower because this is a brick session. I've had a 1 hour calisthenics session and now I'm off to do a 10-kilometer run. Wish me luck. I told you guys we had literally a week of rain. What you see here are not just some random numbers, these are my reps and sets. This was a quick 25-minute session after work, again at home because it's raining outside. And I also can't be bothered to trek the 1 hour commute to my gym because it's actually an hour away, even on the tube. But yeah, I take my top off. Obviously it's getting hot again. The bikini has come out. I like mixing it up and doing some calisthenics endurance as well as my strength and mobility calisthenics days. I have a self-standing pull-up bar in my house that I'm very lucky to have. This is from Gravity Fitness if you guys are interested. But I clearly didn't have chalk because the hang was hurting. Which means more calluses. My parallel handstands had been going so well that in the evening I got a little bit brave and decided to finally try the high bars. This is how it went.
Why is it so scary?
Oi!
No!
I learned that if you're not okay looking foolish at first, you'll never get good at anything new. After 1 hour of many failed attempts, this happened. That was a good one. I tend to do 3 to 4 calisthenics sessions per week, but this one was my weekly strength session. So you can see I'm using a weighted plate to hold that pull-up at the top point and then gradually do a negative as slow and as controlled as I can. I do those several times and reduce the weight on my belt until I can't do them anymore. And I do supersets of these pull-ups with these weighted dips. I would do my weighted pull-ups with the hold at the top and then go on to do my weighted dips straight after, and in between I'd have a 2 minutes break before going back to the next set. The core exercises of my calisthenics strength session tend to be the weighted pull-ups and weighted dips, but I also supplement these using the free weights and barbells. They're just not filmed, or I forgot to film them for this workout, so you're going to have to make do with this close-up of my double chin. I also throw in some miscellaneous exercises like this one-arm L-raise hang. The key is to do it without momentum and without bending my knees, but I'm not quite there yet.
It's like I'm getting a haircut. I think I do need a haircut actually. I'm gonna go home and chop these loose ends.
Yeah, off we go. I'm gonna walk now home, which is about an hour and a bit. Some people think I'm crazy, but I think it's just my zone 2. It's where I do my admin. I love walking. If you don't know, you haven't seen all my videos on walking. But yeah, just gonna go and do some life admin and relax. I guess it's my cool down.
Mira, me parece bien. Trato hecho.
Bueno, me voy a comisaría, que te pego un toquecito luego, mami.
Tenga buen día, hijo.
Venga, Robert.
Ay, voy haciendo las camas.
Las camas no las tra-
Look at this. What do you think this fruit is? Hey guys, so apparently this is half kiwi, half grape. Whatever fruit this is.
No, the first one was the...
Look. Isn't that amazing? A little kiwi grape. Oh, don't mind me, just travelling to see some friends and spotted some GAINZ. In my last week of workouts day, the sun came out, so we finally got to do a workout outdoors. Well, not really the sun, it wasn't raining this day, so we decided to do a workout outdoors. And I loved it. I've never played Padel before.
Wow.
It was so cool, just playing in the middle of central London in a glass box, giving the tourists and whoever walked by a little show. This week, the weather forced me to adapt, and honestly, it turned out to be a good thing. I ended up trying Padel with friends, I got back on the bike after ages, and I played around with high bars for handstands for the first time ever, and I still kept up my calisthenics sessions. It reminded me that when routines change, it's not a setback, it's an opportunity to explore new ways to move. So hopefully this inspires you to step out of your comfort zone too, and maybe even have a little fun with it. Wishing you all the best with any fitness goals that you may currently have, and I hope you've enjoyed this video and can adopt a more, I'm not going to say positive, and can adopt a more healthier mindset towards achieving your fitness goals. Thanks so much for watching, bye!